Hello there and welcome to the Mint Owl Studio channel. Today we're going to be making a shaker card. So I have the Simon Says Stamp Stitch Circle dies and I'm choosing the smaller one. I pulled out both of them because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use, but I'm using the second largest one. And I'm going to be die cutting into this piece of cardstock that measures 4 inches by 5¼ inches. So I'm just lining it up so that it's in the middle of my cardstock. Towards the top though a little bit more, and I'm running this through my Cut-O-Bug so I die cut that circle out. So before I move on to the shaker part, I am going to stamp onto this card front. I have the flower that's in the middle of the wreath, and I'm going to be stamping this with the Simon Says Stamp Fog ink to create my own pattern paper. The fog ink is a really light gray color, and it's just great for creating subtle backgrounds. So you can see I'm just going to stamp this all over my piece of cardstock. You can add as many or as few of them as you would like. Moving on to the shaker part, I have a square piece of cardstock. I'm going to be stamping this wreath right in the center with the Simon Says Stamp Lake Shores ink. So that's the fun thing about this wreath. You can stamp it with colored ink or you can stamp it with a black ink and color in the images. So I'm just going to be stamping this one with the solid color. It's going to be my background for the shaker part. So I'm going to go in and fill in the edges of this square with my 3D foam squares. So you can see I'm just covering the edges. I don't want any sequins sneaking out of there, so you want to make sure that there's no holes. And these are the Best Creation 3D foam squares. They're the small ones. And then I'm going to be dumping in the Blue Blossoms mix into the shaker part. It's a gorgeous mix that has some beads and some floral sequins. It's really perfect for shaker cards. So then I'll take my piece of acetate and put it over the top, and then that's going to be the shaker element on my card. So I had to peel it up a little bit to lay it flat. There was a little bubble in there. Alright, so I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of that cardstock piece so that I can attach my shaker back there. I'm just going in with my ATG gun and adhering that adhesive all the way around the circle. And then I'll press it right onto that shaker square. So now to attach this to my A2 size card base, I'm adding adhesive onto the shaker part, and then to equal out the bottom part, because the shaker part is popped up, I'm adding some more foam squares to the bottom. That way it'll lay flat on my card. So once I peel those up, I can go ahead and place that right onto my card base. Before I adhered that down, I decided that I wanted to define the edges a little bit more. So I'm taking my Tumbled Glass Distress ink and a foam blending tool, and I'm just flicking this onto the edges of my cardstock piece. That's going to add a little bit more blue to my card and really define the edges from my white card base. So then I will go ahead and attach that onto my card base. Now I'm going to adhere down my little bundled critters on there. I had already stamped and colored these in when I first got the set because I was so excited to use it. So they are the cat and the owl. And I'm also going to be stamping the banner and then the congratulations sentiment in the center, and then fussy cut that piece out as well. And then I'm going to take my Tombow Mono Multi Glue and adhere all of these onto my card. First I'm adhering it down the little owl, and then I'll adhere down the little cat. And then I'll put a little bit of adhesive on the back of my banner. And then that's slightly going to overlap my little critters and my shaker part. And then to make the front tie in with the shaker part, I'm going to pull out the lighter flowers in that Blue Blossoms mix. And I'm going to add little bunches of these flowers onto my card front. So you can see I'm adding 3 little dots of adhesive where I'm going to place each one of the sequins. And then I can stick down the flower right in the adhesive. And that's just going to help tie in the front part of my card with the shaker element. Alright, and then that is my finished shaker card. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to stop on by the Mint Owl Studio store at mintowlstudio.com where you can purchase the stamps and sequins. And we will see you back here next time. Bye everyone!